Hello guys, you're welcome to this new class and by the way to this new topic which is how to write an effective email. Maybe you can say, teacher, I know how to write an email. Really? I don't think so because let me tell you that if you write an email like this, let me show you one of them without a subject, without any other information, without a subject, without a text, and you only say, good evening, here is my guide, good night, or good afternoon, my friend. That is not an email. So let me go down into business, and I want you to pay attention to this class, and you will learn how to write an effective and professional email. Now let's see emailing etiquette. When sending an email, make sure you include all necessary information right in the first email. 2. Be sure to clearly state the purpose of the email right up front. 3. In addition, provide the details necessary to reach your goals and move the conversation forward. Number 4. Since it's an email, you should take the time to check your spelling, punctuation, and grammar as well. 5. Take the time to write well, or get an English-speaking friend to review it for you before you send. Number 6. End with a polite clause like, thank you, sincerely, or best regards. And last but not least, add your name and contact information. Please, be sure your full contact information is on every email so that a person can easily respond to you. Basically, this is emailing etiquette. Now I want you to move with me to the next part, which is tips to write an effective and professional email. Here we have it. Tips for writing a professional email. Number 1. Make the subject line clear. But why is it important? It is very important because while we write on the subject line, indicates what the email is about and also gives the recipient an idea of what to expect. Besides, the subject line is crucial because it determines whether the email will be read or sent directly to the trash. Number 2. Attach documents that are relevant to the email. If we do so, we should include some reference like, for example, you will find a report attached below, or you will find this document below, or something like that. Number 3. Do not CC everybody. If what you want to do is to send an email to only one person, you don't have to do it. But imagine if you want to send the email to many people, so you have to do it. You have to click over CC and write over there all the Gmail accounts as possible which you want to send the email to. Number 4. Introduce yourself. In this part, you say your name. For example, you say, I am, or my name is, and you say your name. And you can include some other information. For example, you can say what you do. For example, if you say, I am a doctor, I am a lawyer, I am a nurse, or whatever you do, you can include this information, or personal information here. The next one is state the purpose. After you write your personal information, you can include something like, I am writing to let you know this or that, or I want you to know this, or you can say, this is for you to know, and then you share the information. And this will give a clear indication to the recipient whether it is something urgent that requires immediate attention or something that can wait. It is very important to know that in this part, you cannot write any personal messages, for example, holiday greetings or best wishes. For example, Merry Christmas, Happy Father's Day, or something like that. All these wishes should be mentioned at the end of the email. And number 5, keep it short and easy to read. Sometimes we commit a mistake that we think that an email is like a letter, and even though they both look like the same, they are not the same. Email is like shorter and more specific. In a letter, you can include some more details, ideas, information, etc. And in an email, you can include no more than 5 lines. Because imagine if the email is turning out to be too long and complicated, so the best option is to make a call instead, right? Number 6, do not shout. So maybe you wonder, why shout if we cannot be shouting in email, or when we write a message we cannot do it? So let me tell you this: when we write in capital letters, it is like shouting in email. So I don't want you to misunderstand this, because you can think, okay, the teacher said that we cannot include capital letters when we write an email. No, I don't say that. Because you can include a capital letter when you write a proper noun, for example, the name of a country or the name of a company. You can include the capital letter at the beginning of that word. You can do it, but you cannot write all the sentence in capital letter. That is the point. And number 7, close the email with a complete contact information. In this part, you can say words like regard, sincerely, thank you, thanks, and also you can add an email signature. For example, you can include your whole name, your phone number, your email address as well, and some other relevant contact information. For example, if you have a website, you can include it as well. Now, time for practice. Let me show you how to write an effective email. Okay, the platform is in Spanish, that's why we have para and asunto, but instead of that, we can imagine that we have for and subject, okay? And our email is going to be for many people, so we go over CC. If you want to send an email to only one person, you don't have to do it, okay? Let's invent the Gmail account. Okay, we write our recipients, and then we go to the subject line. As I said before, the subject line indicates what the email is about. So in this case, it's going to be a meeting. Here we include the date, the hour, and we can add something more. For example, all the workers must attend this meeting. Now let's move to greet. We say, dear Starbucks workers, I hope this email finds you in good health and spirit. I am Mrs. Allison Kennedy, Human Resources Manager. And then we write the reason why we are sending this email. We say, this is to invite all of you to a training to achieve a broad knowledge of the industry in which we work and have the ability to effectively perform our roles within the company, in addition to establish the functions so that each member of the company does a better job in meeting the organization's goals. And then we write an ending word. In this case, we write sincerely. And finally, we close the email with a complete contact information. We write the whole name, Mrs. Allison Kennedy, Human Resources Manager, phone number 00743123997, email address allisonk321@gmail.com, and here we have it. We have a professional email.